Piece of articulation that I noted yesterday but omitted to tell you about. I've never seen that in a Gundam before. Let's start on his feet, shall we? I gathered from the comments that not all of you appreciated my singing voice. To each their own. Those little thrusters on the soles of his feet. After all, it was one of you who left a comment, was it Kira X Strike Freedom, asking me to sing in my next installment of the build video. Someone else left a comment asking to have a size comparison of the boxes, a normal high grade and a master grade, how it compared to this guy. I'll do that. I have to dig out what your name is. And this is really weird for me to be talking to myself whilst I'm doing this build, but you know, I thought I'd give it a try, and it was a bit of a shocker to find out, to put it mildly, a great many of you found my silent videos very boring. When I'm building a Gundam, I do like to tune everything out, and that means silence. To achieve a meditative state of mind, like a state of zen, just to focus on the moment of the build. But I can appreciate that not everybody can get that. Well, I can't use music that I don't have copyright for. It's a 3 split foot. I'm not too happy with the sculpt of the feet. This one's actually a bit better than the 2.0, I think. But I prefer the 1 year war type. Just bigger feet. Oh, looks like I have to unplug the foot. On top of the internal frame, there's actually other bits of skeletal armor, which is still going to be underneath the outer armor to be added. The knees on these new kits, even on the 2.0, I find very confusing. I would have thought that this would be at the front. Yeah, apparently this little thing pegs into the C-clip there. How am I going to hook that up there? Oops. Don't you just hate dropping pieces on the floor? I think you have to twiddle this around. That's better. This is meant to twist down as well. And something for the upper hip. Okay, here we go. This is a jigsaw puzzle. That's how I treat it anyway. Yeah, looking at that, I think in the 1.5, this would have been traditionally, and even in the perfect grade, this would have been the front of the knee, but it isn't, it's the back. I see that's working a lot better now that that link has been put in. Oh, that looks good. I love these mechanics. Yep, this is worth every penny. 2,500 yen? It's a steal! Unlike any Gunpla kit you have ever built before. That's the experience you get when building one of these. Looking at the box art for this, if you ignored the size of the box itself, just looking at the illustrations of the finished kit, you would think it was a master grade. See those different tones of white? This is a slightly greyish white, this is a pure white. then again, look, just the front and the back are already two different tones. I don't know if you can catch that on my camera. Love the variation in this. Yeah, this is definitely a very good value kit. I've read in some of the comments that a number of you aren't that impressed with it because of the size. Don't let that hold you back, because you'd be missing out on, I would wager, the best kit that's coming out this year. I mean, I say that and I haven't even finished the kit yet. This tiny, teeny weeny piece. So detailed. Wow. Is it really worth missing out just because of your prejudices against 1 to 1/44 scales? Size isn't everything. I think I mentioned it before. For me, it's the density of articulated detail. And some of you would say that, I'll wait for them to deliver these advancements in the new master grades. Don't hold your breath. What's the point in having these features in the real grade if you're going to just replicate them all in the master grade series? The real grade is also referred to by the 1 to 1 scale as well. Somewhere down the line there'll be a 1 to 100 scale real grade, but I think it's going to be a very long way away. Let's try the slidey panels. Looks good to me. That's one leg done. And that's another leg. Let's see if we can hurry this along. It's going to be his crotch piece. Superb that they can do this in yellow rather than needing you to paint it yourself. I like the way they split it up into two different sections as well for the red. Finish off the lower part of his body before calling it a day for this video. It's just look at the number of shades of grey and white that we have here that would normally be all white, even in a master grade or even a perfect grade. Grey, white, a darker grey. It's just phenomenal for something of this scale. I have to keep repeating. Armor plating for the waist. Like this piece of surround. Normally it's a single piece of white, but they have to go and split it into two components to give us this multi-toned effect. And I think that is going to be a signature feature for all the real grades. That's definitely why there are so many parts to this kit. If they were to apply this to huge parts on a perfect grade, which could really do with some breaking up of the monotony. And side armor, even, you know, two pieces, is that really necessary? No. There's a common smiley face motif here. Do you see the brow, two eyes and a mouth? I'm sure that's on the inside of the shield. Give us a sec. And there we have it. And yep, I dismantled the shield on purpose just to Look, another smiley face. It's like a red space invader. Doot, 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 doot. So we can remove this inner piece, which is providing a two-balled spine articulation. But naturally we want the gimmick of fitting the transformed core fighter directly into here. So there's two little pegs. Did you notice that this grey piece inside the nose cone is actually a piece of plastic? That's why there's this long black component inside there. That is a really nice detail. Plug it in there, and I think that would be a nice point for us to take a break.